Morning everybody, welcome back to another fossil hunting video on the Yorkshire coast. It does look like the tide is still quite far in, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get round that way, but I'm going to have a little walk over there and have a peek. So I'm still waiting for the tide to go out. I've not got my wellies, so I'm not going to wade through that little bit. So originally I did want to walk towards the left hand side and go towards Whitby East Cliff, but the tide is just not going out, so I'm going to go back towards the right at Saltwick Bay and see what we can find. So I can see we're coming up to a little rock field now. I'm going to give this a little scan through. You can see there's multiple rocks gathered there. A lot of sandstone, but you never know, there might be something washed up among it. So there's a bit of a rounded rock here. I'm going to give it a tap, but I don't think there'll be much chance of one. It's one of the more septarian rocks, and I don't really have that much luck with these. No, empty as I thought it would be. Let's go ahead and have a look towards some of the more recent landslides. Hopefully we'll get lucky and spot a decent looking ammonite that other collectors have missed. And you can see on top of there's the big ones which have fallen in the last few months, and then there's a lot of stuff on the top, so the cliffs are still actively falling. Stay well away from those. But I did pick up 3 interesting looking nodules, hoping one of these will have a lobster in, but there's nothing showing on the outside, so the only way to know is to crack them open. Remember everyone, if you enjoy watching my fossil hunting videos and you'd like to see more in the future, please hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. Thank you. And there we go, there is a little lobster inside. Looks like a lobster legs, I think, and there's the positive. Only a very poorly preserved example, but so I've just spotted this old rock here. It's quite a nice rounded one, and there is an ammonite inside, but I'm not sure if it's one which will split well. I've just spotted a little C1 belemnite washed up in the shingle right here. Quite a flat one. I've just spotted this little rock here, and there is a little ammonite inside it, and you can see the keel eroding out there. Probably a perinoceros. So unfortunately I've not found very much at all today, but I did spot something on the floor just here. I've not picked it up. It's not a fossil. I've not found one of these in ages. It's a little marble. There it is in the sun. It's strange, I've probably found about 10 or so marbles over the time I've been collecting. They've all been from the Saltwick area. Very unusual. I imagine they're washing from the Whitby side. So that's got a lovely looking ammonite on the inside of it. I think it's a perinoceros again, running around the edge as well. Very nice. Looks like a really good looking ammonite, wearing out of this rock here. A little bit of a ding on the edge there, but other than that, looks like a belter. So I just stopped filming and I spotted this one as well. Another crumbly one, but it should all be in there. Nope. What a shame. So I've just found this. It's obviously extremely sea-worn, but it seems a shame just to leave it. So I will take this one back. Not sure what I'll do with it, but it's worth saving. If you'd like to purchase your very own fossil from the Yorkshire coast, please check out my website called buyafossil.com. There's a bunch of beautiful prepared fossils available for purchase. We did recently do a huge update with lots of new fossils, so if you've looked previously and didn't see anything you like, please take a look again and you might actually find that perfect fossil. Thank you. So let's try tapping this little rounded nodule here first of all. Oh, so I think that is definitely worthy of taking back home and preparing. Looks like a beautiful one. Oh wow, and literally just by my bag here I've spotted a Hildoceros. Now I don't know whether it's going to be complete or if it's a discarded example. I mean, it looks pretty good. But possibly it could be made into a smaller one. Maybe that's worth bringing home. There's a little tiddler here. I'm not going to take that one back. I will leave that. And it does look like the tide is starting to make its way in now. So I'm going to make my way back round. This is a good old nodule. Let's see what's in it, if anything. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not going to have anything in it, but it was definitely worth checking. So have you ever seen a more promising looking nodule than that? I mean, that's got to have a hildy in it, surely. Hopefully it's not a disappointment. Ow, it didn't even have an hildy in it. What a shame. It looks like it had a poorly preserved dacking and a lot of this mineral stuff. Ah, that's gutting. It looked perfect. Walking back, I've got this little ammonite here, preserved on a shale slab. You can see the sea is already starting to do its work on it, slowly eroding it. It won't last very long, I don't think. So I've just picked up this rock here, and inside it, it looks like there's going to be a nice hildocerous ammonite. See the edge of it running round? Might even be a tapper. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Well, we've got a split. So I was hoping for an ammonite inside this one, but it's actually full of little shells. Quite a nice piece on its own. A little bit of beeswax will bring it up. Just having a quick scan around this area near a waterfall. Quite high up there. And I've spotted what looks like a nodule on the floor. Hopefully it's a complete one. Yeah, should be all in there. Pretty good. So I actually filmed this one on a YouTube short a week or so ago, and it's still in the same spot. Just shows the sea's not hitting the very end of the cliff underneath it. It actually doesn't look like the sea's even gone over it. So maybe this stuff hasn't been washed out yet. So I've just spotted this little bit of bone here wearing out of the bedrock. Because it's obviously in situ, I won't be attempting to remove it. Looks like there's already a bit broken off or what someone else has chipped away at. But interesting to see. Looks like just a fragment. Not sure what it's from. But nice to see on the beach. So there's quite a fresh looking nodule. It looks like the sea hasn't touched it. It's still got all these orange crusty bits on it. And I have spotted a nice looking ammonite nodule sticking out of this little crack here in between these two big sandstone nodules. So I'm going to go ahead and get it out. Certainly looks like a decent one. Oh yeah, that's a belter. Lovely looking keel on that. I'll be getting my eye in a bit now. It's about time. So, I've got another ammonite wearing out here. Hopefully it's all there. Ah, that's probably why it's been thrown down there. One of them horribly preserved ones. So we've got two more nodules, one with a little ammonite sticking out and the other with nothing. But let's give them both a tap and see. That's not bad at all for Saltwick. You don't really get many good splits, but I think that's not too bad. Try the next one. So if you look at the cross section, there was quite a few, which is why it's not split well. Probably about 4 little ones, and when there's loads of little ones going all different ways, the nodule doesn't want to work when you split it. So I've just found this little pebble here, and you can see there's quite a few little bits sticking out of this one, and I think these are little crustacean legs and claws. So I'm going to refrain from tapping it, and I'm going to let someone prep it who really enjoys doing these. They're a lot easier when you don't split them, but of course you don't always see little bits poking out. I'm just making my way back now, and I just spotted this bone block full of little ichthyosaur bones. Now I'm not sure if you'll be able to make them out, but there's a vertebra there. There's a vertebra there, and there's a few like paddle digits just running along the block. Probably not the type what preps, because it's in like a septarian nodule, but it's interesting to see. Let's have a look. Hopefully you can make like the cross sections out there, bow ties and little paddle digits. Just off the beach now, I'm just next to the shipwreck. It's been quite a good day really. Tide's on its way in, but it'll still be a while. Have a look at that cliff fall from afar. You see how much material has actually fallen down off the cliffs. I bet there's quite a few decks to be washed out of that. Hopefully you've all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all on the next one.